Boy, this is scary. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, President Steve Percy. Thank you, Provost. Thank you to the members of the Honorary Degree Selection Committee for bestowing this recognition upon me. I do accept this honorary PhD. Thank you, Teresa and Cynthia, for getting me through the maze and to this podium. I'm filled with joy to receive this recognition at the same time that my friend Thomas Lauderdale receives an honorary PhD. I call Thomas the musical warrior. I see him as actively engaged in the war against bias and bigotry. He's taken his beliefs about the need for all people to work and live peacefully. He's put that need and that belief and transform them into a reality you can see and hear when you experience Pink Martini. Under Thomas's leadership, the band brings to life the concepts of diversity and inclusivity. As musicians, performers of different ages, racial, ethnic, cultural, and experiential background join together to play music from all over the globe. They present us with joy. They present us with beauty. In addition, he's fun, he's funny, and he's a very good friend, and I love you, Thomas. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Today is a celebration of your tenacity, of your commitment to learning. Today, we celebrate your change of status from student to graduate. You now know more about the world than when you started your university studies. In addition to your academic focus at the university, you have learned about other people, other customs, other cultures, other points of view, other ways of being. And you learn more about yourself and how you respond to the diversity in thinking, in different customs and worldviews. You will find these lessons as valuable as the facts, theories, and methods you've learned in the classroom. My hope is that you will use every lesson to help affect positive, humanistic change in the world. And I said, in the world. Don't limit your efforts. The change is to help make life healthier for every living being on our planet. So, as you make that change, don't ignore the fish, the trees, the bees, the elephants, and the polar bears. You have successfully navigated the changes thrust upon you over the last 3 years. Be grateful. Be proud. You know the world will continue to make changes. I want you to consider how you will influence the direction and speed of those changes. What I've seen over the last 81 years, so I was born in 1940, before the end of World War II. And at that time, until things actually happened, they could only be found in science fiction novels by Isaac Asimov and Frank Herbert. But now we have desktop computers, electric bicycles, microwave ovens, and phones that can be carried in your pocket. or get lost in the bottom of your backpack or the cushions in your sofa. In my early teens, struggling with my sexual identity, I found closets were the only safe places for most gay and lesbian people. When I was growing up, other members of our LBGT plus communities were rarely discussed, if at all. Through the work of thousands of people, we now have laws securing civil rights for some members of our community and an atmosphere that allows us to discuss greater protections for all members of our communities, and that's any community you can think of. During the time of Jim Crow, I attended legally segregated public schools in Tennessee, Illinois, and Missouri. I was a sophomore in high school when in 1954, the work of motivating people saw that laws mandating segregation were changed. Again, thousands of people doing hard work to make a difference in the lives of many, many other human beings. Some of those shifts have been good, others not good. But my point is, most of the changes that move us toward a healthier planet and the goals of liberty and justice for all happen when committed, courageous people get involved. As you leave Portland State University, maybe you'll work to administer justice or to educate children. Maybe you'll help heal the sick, or maybe shape, create, and bring joy to our spirits with art, music, or literature. Perhaps you'll invent a device to help us communicate better, or methods that help prevent a pandemic such as we've experienced recently. With each new invention, technique, or policy, other ideas arise. New concepts are born, and each has the potential to affect the lives of people on this planet. Please think about that. Think about the ethics of what you do. What role will you play? As a retired activist, I, of course, want you all to become well-informed, thoughtful, resourceful, and wildly passionate activists. I want you to engage with others, to have confidence in your ability to help improve the human condition. And I want you to be busy doing it. Next week, right after Juneteenth. Remember that whether you write postcards and letters to express your opinion to elected officials or decide not to, you do influence the direction and speed of change. Whether you speak out or are silent in the face of bigotry, you influence the speed and direction of change. Your presence and or your absence make a difference in outcomes. And as you do the work of changing, you change the world. As you do the work of changing the world, beware of dichotomous thinking. That's one of the things you learn. You set up the straw dog and you say either or, yes or no, wrong or right. Beware. The resolution is frequently living somewhere between those two extremes or completely outside of those concepts. It's important that you remember when you didn't know what you know now, and that someone helped you from there to here. Please extend that grace to others. Your next assignment is to use what you've learned at Portland State University and add it to all the things you will learn in the next phases of your life. And use that constantly shifting amalgam of knowledge and skills to intentionally change the world. This requires you to keep learning for the rest of your life.
Yes.
To build a better world requires compassion, forgiveness, immense amounts of courage, delight in the process, and love. I am handing this world to you for you to honor, to respect, and to love. Graduates, I salute you. Thank you.